If we want to know all your stats, there we go. We've got all of them. That's pretty awesome. Well, let's play a few more games, and let's get more stuff going on. Alright, well, we got him. Alright, so we got ball touch. Okay, we have two accounts here. Okay, so the issue is the account IDs are not set up properly. Well, what I want is the account ID to be pulled off of the platform if it exists. So the issue is the account ID in the player controller. It's kind of garbage, isn't it? Well, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to not have this thing log in with our dev login. And then I'll play some legitimate matches. Alright, let's boot this up and log in as ourselves. Alright, so we have our all-time stuff with our account. Let's go to none of the above. Like how it was a custom game. Well, that's also a bug to write down. The custom games don't show up in voting list. That is kind of annoying, isn't it? Player reset's working now, at least. Very good. Alright, so we got that. And let's see this updated. So I've got 26 ball touches so far, 23 ball kicks. I don't have any ball pop-ups. Let me take a look at that. It's gonna be a game mode. BT pop. We got ball touch kick. Low hit. On ball touch. Yeah, let's so this ball touch is a type low hit. What? Untouched ball. Alright, well, let's take a look at it. So that's going to be on ball touch. I think that's in the player controller. Oh no, low hit ball is in there. So we need the defend hit ball. Yeah, there we are. I won. I'm getting counted as having losses. So I think I had something screwed up here. That was inside of the arena level for reporting if we won or we lost. Yeah, let's do that. So let's get a win. Almost. I love that the updated punch. It's so good. Alright, I got 11 ball pops. I got one win in a row, 0 losses in a row, 2 losses, 1 win, 1 player touch, 1 player punch, 46 ball touches, 3 matches played. Damn! Alright, stats are working. That is very encouraging. Let's get another win. Let's make sure our wins and losses and all that stuff work. He's gonna punch me to death. See how it is. He's like, nah, you can't implement stats, you jerk. I'll beat the shit out of you. You can't see me, I'm stealthed. Yeah, get better defense, you stupid bot. Alright, so I got more of that. Let's check out our player touches. So we got 9 player touches, 2 wins in a row. Damn, that's cool. Well, that's stats reporting. What do I got? Today is the 28th, which is Wednesday. So stats is being reported. That was a tiny task compared to everything else. Jesus. Well, that's pretty cool. We got that all fixed then, which is what needed to happen. We are not reporting wall hits yet, so we need to go report wall hits. And I guess the other thing we should do is we should change this player controller to, if you are not authenticated, to not using this, but we need like the it's got like a unique, yeah, we want like a hardware ID. Let's see if that works. Just get a simple thing. Let me just take a look at what that ID is going to be. Because what this will do is it'll allow us to track stats for users who are not logged in, which is important. So let's just double check that our assumptions that this is an actual decent value is actually based in reality as opposed to based in the false reality. Alright, let's just snag that value, copy it and paste it so I don't have to remember it. Alright, so it's got that value there again, but let's shut down, restart, and make sure it's still the same. And the stats are actually looking like we took care of the temporary table problems, which was really causing a whole bunch of horrible crap to happen. And at the same time, we have actually got our stats reporting, which is awesome. So basically what we have to do now is get the fetch, and then we make the UI screens, and we've got stats. I thought this was going to take a lot longer to figure out. I'm glad it isn't. Alright, it's still good. It's still the same. Well, I think that's a good stopping point for today. That's stat history, reporting in there, good to go. And what I should do now is basically I need to push out everything to the test environment and do all that sort of fun stuff. So let's go do that. Well, the next thing is actually the stat reporting based on the context of the server. So what we want is like an official server sort of thing. So let me think. Maybe I shouldn't just end it. I need to do a couple things. Let's see. I need I think it's the tools deployment. We write our infrastructure file for this guy. And yeah, we've got like our game options. So we want is this guy here. So this guy should be our context. Let's just call it stat context. And result context. So see, where are these dedicated server options? Are they located inside of our game instance? Yeah, get server config. Now, why is this a... Is there any reason why we have a copy here for this guy? It probably has to do with... Yeah, okay. Alright, so we can just set that right there. Let's take a look at our authentication stuff. So for our user rights, we've got this admin bit. So where are we putting our user rights? We've got our account IDs and our access rights, and that allows us to perform more privileged actions. So what we want to do is go to our authentication implementation, and we've got our login with server calls. How do we have our auth code. So we have our server auth key, which I'll have to go look at. But we need to set the auth rights for that user properly. So let's see, the services, definitions, objects, check this out. Alright, so where is it? It should be in platform, but I don't see server auth key. Ah, there it is. So we have a server login mapping. So we have a secret token, context updated, account ID, owner ID, secret token, all these sorts of things. We do not have a auth rights long, so we're going to want an auth rights thing for this. So let's go ahead and add one. Let's add an auth rights to it. All right. And developer login mapping, we're going to need auth rights on that as well. Developer login, we probably don't need auth rights. Like, I can probably just chuck it in there. Like, if you have a developer login token, you get certain rights. But server login mapping needs to definitely have some rights in it. So let's generate that. Create key for deployment. Create server mapping token. And let's see, we need the bit for this guy, so it's going to be in the stats. We need admin bit. There we go. So we'll slap the admin bit on there, so that'll be on the key that gets generated. And inside of our auth service for our login with server, where do we actually write our... We finish our login, we have our web token, we have our client account ID. I guess we might need our extra rights. So we finish our login, where do we actually make our response? We create our token, mapping type, external ID. Yeah, we got our user rights right here. So user rights is 0x0L, brand new account is false. Then we'll snag the rights from the database for everything that that user has. And so we'll just pass in our extra rights. Alright, so for the login with server, we'll implement that. So this is login with developer. So let's do our extra rights. So it's 0x00 or with admin bit. And our official servers will also have that, but from their written keys. This thing has 0x00. So nobody gets, that guy will start off with nothing, and this guy will use the just like that. So we'll throw our extra rights down there. So our developers will have the extra rights, and we will have our new watchdogs. When we deploy them out there, we'll also write in the extra rights. So let's go ahead and test that. Let's are we including the game instance in here? Just a mess. So let's do our dev login, make this thing work. So we'll make sure that the online stats reporting actually functions. let me see, I need to take a look at... You know, it's like, this looks like it's not up to date. I'll just have to wait for this thing to build all over again. Come on. Let's put this up, get this thing logged in. Is this running? No, the server's not running. Let's boot that up. Alright, so if we run this, we should get logged in. Call to report stats. And let's take a look at our actual stats history. We have online stats reported for our dude. All of them are for our actual character, and it looks like it all got properly done. So what I'd like to do is go log in as not myself and not as a developer and see if it catches the error and doesn't let me report. So let's go boot up over in that level. Let's log in as us. And let's create a game. start it. Alright, so we got that one. I'm going to go ahead and delete everything in the stats database real quick. Come on, UI. Delete all of you. Alright, it's all toasted. One more goal. And a miss. Ah, the miss. Alright, that should report. And the report is user without auth rights attempting to write non-offline stat group. Alright, excellent. That is exactly what I wanted to see. So we've got our stats and we have got our security on them. Alright, so we got all that rocking and rolling. Let's get this thing submitted and let's do all that. So let's do that. I'm going to need to deploy the tools configuration and the test configuration and all the configurations. I need to build the server and deploy it. So let's get started on that. So let's build the Java server. Let's build the Java tools. Let's sync the local configs. Let's sync the test configs. And wait for some of that. Alright, so we're getting this thing built. We got our configuration synced. I still need the tools config synced, so let's do that. Just gotta wait for these builds. Alright, so we got one more. We just got these tools going out there, and we should be able to go ahead and deploy these Dashkin services to the test environment. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to pop open the test database, and I'll probably be cleaning up the intervals for this. Yeah, there's plenty of intervals and they're all kind of trash, so we'll get rid of those in just a bit. It's got all these seasonal things. So that guy's uploading. Alright, so that is out there. Let's wait for that test environment to come online. And I think I should be able to run my editor against the test environment here. And if I've got my platform... I should be able to write... I should just be able to log in and do it, so I should get my offline stats. Alright, so let's boot up that UI level. We should be connected to test. Looks like test is online. Wait, what? Alright, well, let's put this thing up and, yeah, exactly. Let's put this thing up, let's log in and make sure we can report our stats. Alright, I want to, see what we got. 38 rows, we have 38 rows here. Let's delete all of them. How long does it take to execute 38 statements? Obviously a really long time if you're in a database in Virginia. And I want to SSH into that test environment, make sure we got this thing rolling along. Creating no interval. So our intervals should exist now, which they do. So let's boot this guy up and log in. And let's go play a single game. Alright, so let's go score the goals. Oh no, it's stuck. Let's get it out of there. That's one. No. I missed. It's amazing how quickly your skills with this game atrophy. There we go. One more. So let's go check on our stats. So user stats. And we've got ball punches and kicks and all that sort of stuff. Let's see, what's our account ID for this guy? Account ID, external ID, creation date. What is going on here? Do we have an error on this? Get detailed user data. Unable to fetch user data. Fetch server mappings. Exception. Select start from server login mapping where owner limit 1000 column auth rights was not found. User server mappings. User server mappings. That's in auth rights service 1016. Alright, so get from server login mappings with a mapping search. Platform server login mappings. So this is for get detailed user data. Okay, so we got the server login mappings in here, so that's fine. We need to adjust the database tables though. So how exactly do those look? generation out SQL is that platform. Let's see, server login mapping. Okay, so we need auth rights, which needs to be a big end. So let's go alter the table on this guy for platform. All right, so we got that there. Let's go to